Hey guys, it's Kelly and welcome back to my channel. I am back from maternity leave and I am kicking it off with a bang. Behind me I have the 2025 Infiniti QX80. This is a full-size luxury SUV that has been redesigned for the first time in 10 years. If this is your first time joining me, hey, I'm Kelly and I'm the car mom. I review cars for moms and for families. I'm a mom of 4 and I'm a certified child passenger safety tech. Let's get started. Okay, Infiniti QX80. You guys, this is a really, really exciting redesign. To be honest with you, before this redesign, the QX80 was truthfully one of my least favorite cars. It was so expensive, it looked just like the Nissan Armada on the inside and the outside, and it had the most abysmal car seat setup I've ever seen. It got an overhaul, and they fixed a lot of my gripes with it, so I'm actually very excited to get into it with you. Let's start with the exterior, okay? It's giving Lexus, right? It's definitely leaning way more luxury. The design feels way more intentional. I kind of feel like the old QX80 was just overdone, over decorated. There was just too much going on. I think overall it looks so much sleeker. I love these lights right here. This red color looks stunning. And I also love the two-toned roof that they're offering. Now this is the autograph trim. This is top of the line. Which comes with a top price point. We're looking at $100,000 plus for an Infiniti QX80 autograph. Starts obviously a lot lower to that depending on how you get it equipped. But since we have all the bells and whistles, we're gonna be talking about them today. Okay, a couple of more things on the exterior. On the autograph trim, we have those 22-inch rims that are looking stunning. A running board that's not power. Now that seems like an interesting choice for a car of this price point, but I'm actually so okay with it. They're very discreet. And I like that it's one less thing that's gonna move and break and just kind of cause issues. I like exposed running boards. Also, they have some door handles that are flush until you get up to them. I think that's a very nice feature for this car. Back end, very sleek, very edited down. I love it. Wipers tucked up here. Everything is just very clean. Infiniti logo right here. We've got our camera kind of mirroring those headlights we saw up front with this design back here. I think the back end looks really, really sharp. Just everything's very squared off. It used to be so bubbly and roundy before. It's like she got in shape, you know what I mean? Like she hit the gym and now she's looking so much more like buff. I'm into it. Okay, the interior has also been overhauled. The old QX80 was so tired. It truly just looked like a Nissan Armada. This looks luxury to me. Luxury. I love the wide screen right here. It's technically not like one continuous screen because there is like a little bit of a gap right there, but it gives the look, which I'm okay with. One thing I'm not loving though is there's a lot of this piano gloss black, which just shows fingerprints so bad, and it's everywhere. It's here, it's on my climate control. I could use a little bit less of that. I could use a little less. Okay, aside from that though, some really good technology found in this car. We of course got our heads-up display, our digital dash, wireless Apple Carplay, Android Auto. We have a rear view camera back here, which is key for carrying any passengers in your second or third row who may be taller, like booster age kids or teenage kids, because then you can get an unobstructed view of what's actually behind you. We also have speakers in our headrests. I mean, that's every mom's dream. To just like be able to just listen to like my music or like, maybe some calming noises while I'm driving all these kids around. I think that's a great feature. Let me get you onto the other side and I'll show you some more things. Now this is just kind of killing me because all of my climate control is in this screen. And I mean, you could already probably see, like, look at the fingerprints. I mean, it's never gonna look like this for very long. And I've actually found it not the most user-friendly. It's okay, I'm sure I would get used to it. And the only thing I will give them credit for is if you can hear that, like there's a button or there's like, what would you call it? Like an audio, what would you call it? You know what I'm trying to say here? Yeah. One thing I do like about the screen though is it vibrates and it does make a little bit of like a touching noise. So you at least know that you actually hit the button and like it picked up on what you were trying to do. But to me, I'm just like such more of like a knob and button kind of girl. I don't love this. And in the second row, they have a similar like iPad screen. It's like giant screen and it just, controls like the massaging seat. So it's just like not, I feel like I'm like looking at like some of like my money or some of this car go to like silly things like this. I just don't love that. Some of this just doesn't seem very functional. Okay, let me show you some of the storage up here in the driver's seat. So everything starts closed, which I do think gives a nice sleek look. A little bit of an extra step though to like have my cup holders, have my wireless charger. But here I have a wireless charger plus 2 USB-Cs, 2 kind of average looking cup holders, a pass through underneath here. I do like that for extra storage. And check this out. I have a cool box center console. So, you know, I could take that or leave that because it makes a much smaller center console, but I do like the cool box feature for certain situations, like, I don't know, being a breastfeeding mom myself. I think that that could be very helpful. Waters, beverages, after school snacks, all in the cool box. I would like more of like a cool glove box though. Like, and I can keep my center console nice and large and just have like the glove box be cooled down. But overall, seats are comfortable. They're massaging, they're heated, they're ventilated, all on this autograph trim level. We have a panoramic sunroof that lets in a lot of nice, almost too much, natural light. And then we also have a suede headliner just to give everything a very luxurious feel. So the front's been updated. I mean, there's a ton of technology that I could dive into, but I really, really want to get to the second and third row because they made some major changes for 2025. Now on the autograph trim level, only the captain chairs are available. However, you can get a bench seat in any of the 3 lower trims, which, I mean, I'd love it on the autograph too, but at least we have some versatility there. When you get the bench seat, although I haven't seen it in person, I referenced the owner's manual and it comes equipped with a 5th lower anchor. So you would have 2 sets on the outboard seats and then 1 in the middle, giving you the versatility to put a car seat in the middle seat with latch. So although I can't confirm, because of that, I do suspect that she would be a good candidate for 3 across, but I would love to play with a bench seat in the future to really understand the third row access and the buckles and everything like that. But we have the captain's chairs today, but unfortunately that also means we have this giant center console, which, like, here's just what I don't understand about this. Then it makes it in the third row so much more difficult. And then this feels like a really good 4-passenger car. And then I'm just over here like, why would you ever have a 4-passenger car that gets 15 miles per gallon? So like, that's just where I really don't understand this giant thing. I mean, it is bolted into the bottom of the floorboard. I'm sure you could find someone somewhere to take it out, but you're also paying for it. So, you know, you might as well use it. However, we do have some improvements. The first being, they totally changed how these second row seats are configured. It used to be a fold and flip type third row access, and when you have fold and flips, the second rows aren't on tracks, so you can't allow for any more third row legroom. Well, they have fixed that. So now I can move this seat forward to give my third row more legroom if needed. They also changed the third row access point and they made it a car seat tilt. Now, unfortunately, it is a power car seat tilt. And this is what you're dealing with. Infiniti, I love the functionality. I don't want it to be power, okay? Have you ever been in a preschool pickup line and you have to do this and there's, you know, Sharon behind you giving you the eye? I cannot. I wish this was manual. But at least we have it for those like every once in a while situations, and I'll show you how it would work with a car seat in just a second. Now we have a nice wide gap to get into that third row. Okay, here we have me in the second row. I'm about 6 feet tall. Great space. Good head clearance, good knee clearance, and I'm pushed all the way back. So I could easily go forward to allow for more legroom in that third row. And I really love that these are on tracks. Huge miss. Come on. You know what I mean? Where's the sunshades? What's that even about? But like the Lincoln Navigator doesn't do it either. I don't know what their holdup with a sunshade in a car this expensive is. Ceiling vents in both the second and the third row, so that's nice. All right, we have 3-zone climate control in the QX80. Back here we have heated and ventilated seats in both the captain's chairs, as well as 2 USB-Cs. We move into this kind of center console area with our own 2 cup holders, which I do like. I mean, they could just be on the door and I could have a walkway, but whatever. We have some cup holders. Oh, we have massaging back here too. Okay, that's something. And then we have another center console with 2 more USB-Cs back here as well. So a lot of good charging capabilities. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, this is a very comfortable second row. And if you have older kids, not in car seats, and like they need to like get massage while they're charging their 4 iPhones and having their own cup holder, like I do appreciate that. Okay, let's get to the car seat setup. So with the captain's chairs, we have lower anchors and tether anchors in both seats. In the third row, we have one set of lower anchors behind the passenger, and we have tether anchors in all 3 seats. That is a major improvement from the outgoing models to include tether anchors in all 3 seats in the third row. Good job. This is the Evenflow Revolve 360 Slim. I wanted to show you my favorite party trick. And that is how you can actually use a rear-facing seat with the car seat tilt. As you can see, that car seat was in rear-facing mode. I rotated it to forward-facing mode. And now I'm going to hit the car seat tilt button. And I'm able to access the third row with a car seat installed. Okay, so now in our third row, let's break this down a little bit. It's actually a decent third row. I feel pretty good about the width. I even think I could maybe, put like myself back there in between these 2 car seats. This is the Graco SlimFit LX3. That is a Evenflow booster. As far as amenities are concerned, we've got ceiling vents up here, 2 cup holders, heated seats in the third row also on the calligraphy trim, and then we have charging and 2 cup holders. Only real thing to note is the headrests in the third row, aside from the middle one, are not removable. And non-removable headrests in a lot of car seats don't play very well. This Graco is excellent with non-removable headrests, but Infiniti make the headrest removable. So we can just use whatever car seat we want. A lot of manufacturers are not making removable headrests in the third row, and it can just make the car seat situation a little bit more difficult. So overall, the third row is fine. I mean, I'd love more lower anchors and I'd love removable headrests, but at least we've got the vents, the heated seats, the charging. It's okay. Okay, here we come to the trunk. Womp, womp, womp. It's fine. I mean, they're doing this shelf system. You can remove this. I'm back and forth with this. I understand the concept of, you put your, your box of Doritos down here and your eggs down here. I don't know. To me, it's I would always have a stroller or a laundry basket or something in here. And with this just not coming up very high, I would never put a stroller on top of this thing with this so close to children here. So I don't know. I don't like this. Sequoia's trying to do this too. I don't love it. I'm just give me a little bit bigger trunk. I don't know. It's okay. Action. So you do have your buttons over here to control your third row seats. And obviously, if you don't have passengers back there and you can lay those seats down, well, then you would have plenty of trunk space. So, the Infiniti QX80 doesn't come in an extended wheelbase version like the Expedition Max or the Yukon XL. So this is the most trunk space you're getting. So something to keep in mind, if you need a lot of cargo space and you need to use a third row, she might not be your best choice. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to my first tour back from maternity leave with the QX80. I am very excited for what this means for the Nissan Armada and just to kind of have another player in the luxury full-size family space. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.